Good morning. This is your career and finance for the collective. For true, Spirit's going to bring us true and precise messages regarding your career and finance. Career and finance for the collective, please, Spirit. Where's the I forgot the mic. There. Sorry about that. Oh, come on. Spirit, show us the money. Finance. Show us their job. Show us their job. Career and finance. Career and finance. Career and finance. Alright, interesting enough, these are a lot of the same cards I got yesterday, just in a different order. So, it plays out, it continues. This particular person has had some communication. This is the Nine of Wands, moving forward with his own wand. He's taken his wand that serves him, his truth, or communication, move forward. The sun is partially out trying to shine on this. Some of this communication that's coming that does bring to fruition, does bloom good things. He's trying to climb the corporate ladder as well, so perhaps this is regarding putting in for a new job, putting in for a promotion. But a lot of people have their eyes on this. I see eyes back here. That's kind of creepy, actually, how there's Yeah, a lot of people are watching this individual. Same as yesterday, we got a lot of people watching them as well. Maybe they're being investigated. I don't know why I just thought of that. But Ace of Cups. He's recently been very passionate about the work that he does, and he just can't seem to feel like his cup of passion, his self-love cup gets full. It just always just runs out. He's looking in this cup, wondering why he doesn't feel fulfilled, and he wants to feel that unconditional love for self and for someone, and he wants someone to feel that for him, I believe, with this. A lot of chaos around him. Feels like his world is crumbling down, but the divine Great Spirit is bringing him a gift, a golden token, Mike. Bringing this in. He just has to look up. He's pouting, like, this reminds me of him pouting because his head's down. But you see the bird back here has that gold token. He just has to look up to see it. And this is also about the death and rebirth, transformation. The Ace of Swords, rather, is new beginning, and it is the truth. The things coming out are the truth. So there is something that's going to be coming out regarding this situation, this communication that took place. People were watching, possibly investigations, but nonetheless, it's going to be the truth that does come out. So the truth's going to be revealed. There's flowers, so things are going to blossom because of this truth. It's going to hurt. It's going to feel like it went right through you, cutting-wise. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You will receive accolades, attention for this truth. Also, I get this card. The energy on this is going through a transformation and death rebirth of the soul. The next up is the Chariot. Chariot wants to move forward, but most importantly, this is someone in a higher up position, someone that's trying to also still climb the ladder or change jobs, wants that recognition of the work that they put in because they're very passionate about their work. That things that are being illuminated regarding this, but with the Chariot wanting to move forward, I get this, the spirit here is taking a hold of this beak of the bird and not launching, but pulling, forcing, pulling it forward. What is that, like a catapult would be throwing you. It's just gonna pull you to the forward, to move forward. Stop being stagnant. This hand here on the beak is pulling him to move, and move now, because I keep getting the urgency that the time is now to move out of the situation that they were in, to correct the situation they were in. Stop making this a self-sabotage, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Spirit. Self-imposed, couldn't think of the word, self-imposed prison, and tying yourself up, covering your own eyes so you don't have to see the truth. You know, the storm clouds are rolling in, the waters are going to wash this bird away. He's self-imposed this prison and covered his eyes. Needs to remove the blindfold and see with his third eye, see the truth. The King of Wands here is trying to be strong, listen to his higher self, listen to his intuition. Infinity symbol is here. He is communicating some truth that brings blossoms, or the communication that he brings forth is going to cause, is going to bloom into something beautiful. The sun is here. This lion here is also having the courage to step out of his comfort zone, to come out of the cave where he normally resides or hides. So almost gets the feeling of a hermit card here, energy that passed, like someone just coming out of hermit stage. Okay, the star. He knows, and gender doesn't matter. For whatever reason, I always just say he or she. Star cards here. He's feeling really good about himself. He knows that the star guides him, that he's listening to his spirit guides all around him, his higher self. He's trying to listen to that intuition, but he's really just listening to his spirit guide and the light that shines. He knows there's a star out there, and it's guiding him, pulling him. He's keeping his foot in the emotional waters to this, but look how he's willing or taking the chance on being vulnerable, spreading his wings out. He wants to take flight. The star card's also Aquarius. The High Priestess, of course, the center of the reading. Below the cup of love that's not being fulfilled. Why? Because he has to fill his own cup before he can come to the High Priestess, which is causing him the self-imposed prison, because he can't come to her without filling his own cup first in order to make that offer. So the High Priestess is here in truth. The veil is removed. He knows she is truth. He knows that she has all the tools within her to manifest anything of her desires in a new beginning as well. Ace of Wands, that new beginning and a new start to communication all over again. This is also about abundance. This communication is perhaps a job offer in a bigger city. There's a lot of money here. I see in this card a lot of money coming in for you. And this is coming in as a gift from Spirit, like blessings from the sky. And this will definitely blossom for you with abundance. That's good. Kudos. Lover's card is here. All he can think about, all that's on his mind is his heart. He hears and speaks to the High Priestess with telepathic communication. His Kundalini is also recently awakened. But he really just keeps thinking, he just wants to fly away with her. He can't stop thinking about, he wants to hold her, be with her. She holds his heart. Without her, he feels incomplete. Even when he's driving on the road, he feels like this is like going nowhere, like he just keeps going around in circles and not growing, not going anywhere, is not arriving to the destination, that the road just keeps circling around and he just misses this connection. Things are being illuminated also. Travel, I hear travel for some as well. There's an airplane here. Someone's watching this connection. That's right. Alright. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is, yeah, he's got that new job offer that was coming in, that was offered perhaps. He's building his pentacles and being very happy about it, not looking back. Looking to the future now, because he knows that he's planted his seeds. They're growing. They're bringing beautiful to fruition with passion. A lot of happiness, peacefulness in this card. But not looking back. Queen of Pentacles, though, is here. So he's, he, she, whichever, is stepping up, leveling up, thank you, Spirit, leveling up. Page of Pentacles now is the Queen, so stepped it up, right? Because they've gone through this transformation of the butterfly. Recently his communication has improved as well, listening to their higher self, being stable on their pentacles. They're very grounded. They feel innocent like a child, fun-loving again, youthful. They're feeling youthful, but solid ground. Feel like they're on solid ground finally. With this lotus flower here open, it shows that they're having passion again for whatever it is they're working on. Up here in the overall energy is Hangman, seeing things from another perspective, taking a look at what they've planted and how it's bloomed, but seeing things from another perspective, the other person's perspective. Maybe they put themselves in someone else's shoes to see how things were being affected. To understand where they were coming from. Also, I got, for a general message, not to do with the reading, it's supposed to tell, say, someone's needs to be careful when they're driving. Someone in the collective might be having a car accident. It's going to be, I think they have a gray SUV. There's a bridge that doesn't have snow on it. I don't see snow, but Spirit showed me the vision of them going over, and the car accident that occurs right after the bridge causes another car to go over the bridge and into the water. So if whichever vehicle someone might be in, person that goes into the water, be sure, and it's going to be difficult for you to climb out. You need to move your seat back, the steering wheel forward, get to the passenger side to go out the window somehow. If you try to go out the driver's side window, you won't be able to get out because the steering wheel and your seat is too close to the steering wheel. Okay. Nine of Wands, back to the reading. 9 of Wands. Perfect, 9 of Wands. In the recent past, his life's out of control, wearing multiple masks, and a lot of people were watching this, but they were just laughing at him because they were watching. They knew it was going to come to a fall. They knew he was going to receive that tower moment where he fell to rock bottom. Or they were just waiting for him to fall to rock bottom. clarify the Ace of Cups. For the career, please, Spirit, career. Alright. Try to have the strength to fill his own cup, trying to find the strength to be himself because he doesn't know himself anymore. Someone is holding him down, trying to make him something he's not. He's not allowed to dance to the beat of his own drum. This is a man dressed like a bear, so he's only sometimes pretending, putting on a face or putting on a mask to pretend to have strength. But the transformation has come through where he's gone from that caterpillar stage, the cocoon, turned to mush inside, grew wings, and finally, when emerged from the cocoon, has wings to fly and is going to stand out and shine brightly. This is the zombies of the earthlings that are not awakened per se. But this person now is awoke, Four of Wands. And he is able to now dance to the beat of his own drum, and it could be a she. Again, gender is however you are, that fits for your story. This is the truth. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Transformation, death, rebirth, again, was moving forward from things that don't serve him. Regarding this Two of Cups, equal, nourishing one another, nurturing one another, nourishing one another, healing one another. She's sending him healing energy, and he's reciprocating with positive, loving thoughts. Alright. Clarify the Chariot. Clarify the Chariot. Moving to money. Moving to money. Word. Job. The Chariot is the Empress, moving forward, transformed. He knows that she is transformed already, and he's watching her transform and just glow from a distance. He's afraid that she won't accept him now for who he is. Putting him in this Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands. Swords. Eight Swords. I said Nine of Wands. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords confirmed with Nine of Swords, still continuing to find himself there. But if he'd look up and surrender to Spirit, then Spirit's hand is there ready to help him, pull him up. This is the new beginning, this Ace of Wands. This is what you're headed towards, right? But Spirit wants them to know, or you to know, that it's an initiation, it's a test. Hangman here is looking at things from another perspective, but in this deck, it's the initiation card. Spirit is testing you with this initiation to see if you're going to pass this test to get to that next level, that awakening, the rebirth. Clarify the King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands. Yeah, part of that test is showing you in your sleep, so if you can't sleep, you're having a lot of nightmares, being reminded over and over of all the lies, deceit, the masks you wore. This is all Spirit during the initiation to help you to make that decision to transform, to grow, to heal yourself within and give up the alcohol, the three-party situations, you know, all those bad habits. But Spirit says also they have sent you the star, they've sent you a divine feminine, the high priestess. I think she's here too in that thing. But he knows, this masculine knows that she's from the divine and that she guides him on this path, but is being stubborn and not moving forward. He's holding himself in that Eight of Wands. Eight of Swords, self-imposed prison, instead of following the signs that Spirit gave him. He needs to take the leap of faith in order to move forward. The Star card, also Aquarius. is the Empress here, healing, sending him healing, taming the snake, which is the devil energy. He has had to take a good look in the mirror and see himself, and he doesn't like what he saw, so he knows he needs to change in order to gain this High Priestess or be able to come to her. Clarified with the High Priestess. High Priestess, thank you. Yes, because it's from the divine, the white buffalo spirit sends gifts and blessings to you. You will never be without what you need. May not be what you want, but it's what your higher self needs. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands at new beginning, because you've walked away, you turned your back against things that are attacking you so that you can fill that cup of yours with love for self. Have unconditional love for yourself. Yes, good job. 3 of drums, dancing to the beat of your own drum, doing the work. This is 3 of coins also. Having to wrestle the monster within you, the dragon within you. But remember, people are watching your success. People are watching and seeing you grow, your glow, your awakening process. They are seeing this from afar. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. Really? Okay. So we're taking the pile. Yes, okay. So the Hangman spirit pushed you to see things from another perspective. Things are really stormy from this other perspective regarding this connection of the lovers here. But you self-imposed, you went upside down here to see it from the other perspective. And you saw the storm, the clouds, or the storm, the turbulent waves that were being caused from this that you didn't see before. So now you want a new way of doing things, a start over, a do-over with the Ace of Pentacles. With your High Priestess, this is the 3rd time this card came out today. This is the High Priestess. And he knows it's the High Priestess. She's in her power. She's seated in her throne. She's in service, in her sole purpose. She's in her mission. It says she is illuminating the darkness to show the things of the darkness in him, to show him the lies, the deceit, to illuminate them, so that he corrects the error of the way, basically. She has set her boundaries regarding those 3-party situations in the moon, shadow, the shadow self side, but the boundaries have been set by the High Priestess. She has her sword ready to use it as needed. She is taking her swords and moving away to calmer waters until he can come to her correctly, I'm hearing. 7 of Swords. She put down the things that no longer serve her, regarding the King of Swords not in his truth, and tired of being left out in the cold, or no longer wanting to be left out in the cold. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. That's a Tower moment for him. When she sets those boundaries, remember that's going to cause the Tower moment for the masculine. Page of Pentacles. because it's going to be a shock to his ego, his pride. He thinks he's above that. Star. Alright, Page of Pentacles was the new beginning at the job, not looking back. She set her, okay. He's not looking back. This person's not looking back here because she set her boundaries and she wants out of the cold, but she took her swords, right? She moved forward to calmer waters. So he's trying to be in his ego self, his pride self, and not look back, not look at it. Trying to be like, okay, you set your boundaries, I'm not stepping up. Even though he knows she's the star, she's transformed, she guides him to the calmer waters, she leads him. He knows that she's the star, that he follows, that she lights his way, that she lights his way, that she's the other half. He knows. He's gone in even on the internet or the computer to see, and he even understands this connection, actually. To some extent. The science behind it, maybe. Maybe he's looked into the quantum physics of it, Spirit said. Yes. He's already checked in. He even knows the quantum physics of it. He knows exactly how the dots, he's connected the dots. But he's still being stubborn and ego and pride, turning his head over these spilt cups. While she goes in and loves herself, she's holding this beautiful blanket around herself regarding the other 3 cup situation. But where she's at, she's headed to calm waters. He is the emperor, and he knows that this is a divine connection. He knows that he's her emperor and she's the empress. She births the new beginning, the new businesses, that she is all 4 queens in one. This has caused a lot of battle in his head, the 5 of Wands. He's battling this. It's caused battles even amongst him and the karmics or other people in his lives, possibly. Maybe he's checking with some friends, I'm hearing, that are giving him ill advice, dark advice, really bad advice, immature advice even, I'm hearing. But it's also caused battles within his own mind, like monkey mind. In order for him to grow, he's got to sort that mess out. He's still focused on the 2 flames. He understands that, and he knows that he's supposed to be in his throne as the Hierophant, but he needs to step it up. Per Spirit. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. So he's merging from this up into the throne of the Queen with transformation. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles with the Hierophant. Because he was juggling 2 Pentacles. But what he wants, okay, what he wants is that 10 of Cups with her. But he can't decide. He knows he wants it with her, but he can't decide. Why can't I have both? Don't get me started. Spirit. 2 of Cups. This is also, he's trying to work at this. This is what his goal was. He thought he was doing the 2 of Cups, nurturing, equal give and take. Balance, again, equal give and take. He was trying to put the work in, but to the wrong person. He's the 3 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. He's now seeing that he needs to put the work in because he's now stepped up to the Hierophant. So he understands now for equal give and take he has to put the work in because she has gone in and filled her cup with love. She's walked away from this. She's gone to calmer waters if he wants to gain her back. Then the sun will shine. When he communicates as a king and being strong. Otherwise, this tower is going to come in Okay, so the tower is coming in, which we knew it was coming in over here, but it's going to bring truth. So the tower is going to force him to come in truth regarding the three-party situation. And you have two aces here right in a row. Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords, communication. Clarify the Hangman. He saw the hurt. He went in as Hangman and saw the pain he caused her regarding that three-party situation and choice he had to make. Justice came in and is stabilizing this so that he can offer that Four of Wands. Judgment. Anything else? For the career and finance, where's the money? Although once they come in union, yes, finally, he's surrendering to the Divine Great Spirit and to the Divine Feminine, so that they can be in soul purpose, so they can work together for their pentacles in mission. He knows that she is the Queen of Wands, that she's the page, the pentacles and abundant in all things. And again, an ace, a new beginning of love he's offering. A new start, a do-over. So that the world can turn, a new beginning. Once you're in union and you are in your soul purpose, your mission together, then you will be financially abundant in all things. You'll be creative. And as a cycle, because it's a divinely orchestrated, Spirit says, if they choose wrong and choose to stay where they're at and not have the corrective action, they will continue to get towers. They will continue that cycle over with that karmic, with towers, until they decide to get into mission, until they decide correctly. But they do have self-will, but then they will continue to reap the karma for that decision. Seek the truth within you. Balance one another. Choose your battles wisely. Alright, this is what I have for you for your career and finance. I hope you have a blessed day, and don't forget to drive careful. Also, someone's going to get a speeding ticket. You weren't wearing your seatbelt, whoever that's for.